college football playoff set to get underway as 12 teams begin that long battle on the road to the national championship. Welcome to Bloomington, Indiana, and Memorial Stadium, home field of the Indiana Hoosiers, as we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Temple Owls, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. The playoff is here, and let's not wait any longer. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Using his legs, it's Swarthy. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Boy, after all the build-up and all the hype with a playoff game, you'd love to see the offensive line take control here on this first play. Just establish an identity. Let this defense know who they're facing.
Scanning the field, it's McCoy. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They'll run it here. Just the running back with the ball. Tackle, but forced down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
And the Owls come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. The receiver grabs it. They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain in that short throw.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. Now, if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Quick throw, catch made. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get them off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? The running back here on a direct snap. Here he goes. Past the 20. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
The Owls come to the line with 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes
Touchdown, Temple, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepared for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
And the PAT is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's stopped, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Boy, when you can rip off a huge gain like that on a touch pass, it forces the defense to be more cognizant of the pre-snap motion to the edges. Now the pre-snap motion calls should keep that second-level defenders guessing.
Looking for some space. It's Pemby. Will not be brought down. Breaking free at midfield. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
Well, you can just feel the home crowd standing on their feet when this running back had a chance to start to accelerate downfield. They know exactly what this guy is capable of doing and that he can flat out go. He took off on that one.
The complexion of this drive suddenly changing. One massive play, and they're closing in on the red zone now with the first down. The sure hands, it's Williams. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Second down after that completion. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Looking for the wideout. What a catch! Has a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers, as they fight back here in this playoff game.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Owls offense is back out on the field now. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Short completion to the tight end. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
And the Owls will have 1st and 10 here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to chuck it again. And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on the throw.
Oh, man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just puts that ball too far out in front of him.
To the air, it's McCoy. The pass rush closing in. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Well, he pays for this one. Heads-up play to use his feet to get the first down, but, man, did he get blasted at the end of that one.
Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Big moment in this playoff game. 3rd and short in the 7th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, this is so deflating for this defense on 3rd and short. Good coverage downfield. They take away all the short routes, but the one guy that they don't account for is the quarterback and his legs. Picks up the first down by being athletic there and great.
Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. Touchdown. Out. No chance to catch him there.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Yeah, the offensive coordinator calls the right play. I like trying to get out on the edge of the perimeter of this defense with the speed you have, but you got to tip your cap. The defense made a great play.
So it's 2nd down and long here from the 13. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. To the air, it's Mendoza. Caught in the backfield, it's Cooper. He shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short gain. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pocket breaking down. Grab behind the line, it's Hemby. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. And Kirk is Temple on top right now. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. And the Hoosiers will line up to boot it away. And he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. We'll see what he can do with the return. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. The Temple offense back on the field now. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Play action here on 1st down. On the run here. Lets it go. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. They'll run it to the left. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Dropping back, it's McCoy. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Using his legs here. They'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Oh, so disappointing for this defense. They had the advantage. Good coverage all over the field. It's 3rd down, but they let the quarterback get away, scramble, and pick up the first down.
Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Temple.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morris. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job of the coverage team. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Nice grab. It's Hemby. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to get the sticks. 1st and 10 now for the offense.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. But, man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
That's caught. It's Hemby.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Back to pass. It's Mendoza. Tries to get it to the running back. Caught near the sticks. It's Hemby. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. First down. Looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15.
Nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
And the Hoosiers lining up here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Bringing pressure. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
2nd and 10 here. Here's the snap. Looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
Here's a target, and it's complete. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. Oh, and he knocks it right through.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. On the move, looking deep down the right side. It's intercepted. Wood across his body. Breaks loose at the 45. And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, the defense is ready for that one. Good job of being able to hold the edge to this defense, showing the speed that they needed to bring him down. He didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking to throw. It's Mendoza. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. He's running out of time here. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. It's the 2-minute timeout. We've got a blowout developing here. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. First down, looking to throw the ball. Catch made by the tight end. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
So, second down after the incompletion. It's a run. Running back's got it. 6-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 4.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Looking to pass. It's McCoy. Boom. Incomplete. He was busy through the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. The Owls will line up to kick it away.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking downfield. And is intercepted. Breaks into the open. At the 20. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Owls. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms, and he takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
Returner looking to create better field position. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Let's fly to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to scramble. It's a deep shot to the right. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. A huge gain moves the ball to the +22. Great scoring position now. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The Hoosiers with 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. It's Mendoza. Looking downfield near the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Indiana.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
Automatic on the PAT. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The veteran quarterback lucky that didn't result in a takeaway. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He escapes the pocket. Tackle made at the 24 as they begin to put a drive together. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. New center down to the offense. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking deep downfield with the left. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock. Just time enough for one more play in the half.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. A missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew. If anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it, just misses him.
They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Owls will kick this away to start the second half. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. They need to get things going here in the 3rd quarter, already trailing by a couple possessions. They get the second half started with a running play. He's found some room at the 45. He's in the clear. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Hoosiers. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Offense still out there, down by 5. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion and make this a 3-point game. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, Indiana.
The coach deciding to go for 2 here to cut the margin to 3 points.
Flex. Spire. Pilot. Gaucho.
Scanning the field. It's Mendoza. Moves out of the pocket. Makes the catch for the 2-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Mistake by the kicker, and the offense will set up now at the 40. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great
swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
Well, let's face it, they dug themselves a hole in the first half, but I'll tell you what, they're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the second half.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a 4th down call. The Owls will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in 1 play. Can they keep it going? They bring it down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They've got him in the backfield, nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. He made a nice play in the backfield.
To throw, it's Mendoza. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field on that 3rd down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. And now it's 4th down and long.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Temple offense out there. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Keeping it on the ground here. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Important 2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
3rd down play for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. The senior tries to take a shot, but overthrows his man. The Owls will bring their punt team on the field now. And a low line drive, ugly punt. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The Indiana offense back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away, and they begin to click now. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. He's got the 1st and still going. In the clear at the 25. Touchdown, Indiana. They battled all the way back to take the lead.
What a long run for a touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
The extra point makes it a 4-point game. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. To be tackled at the 21, that's good work by the coverage team. The Owls offense is back out on the field now. Can this offense answer their opponent's score? Suddenly they're behind. Pressure is coming. On the move now. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Boy, great recognition here by the quarterback, recognizing zone defense. Initially didn't have anybody open, but I love he's able to show that he's got enough athletic ability to get outside of the pocket and be able to make that nice throw for a big first down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking to throw. It's McCoy. Defense is coming after him. Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43. Gonna run it. It's Hemby. Breaks loose at the 45. Tackle finally made at the 37. It'll be first and 10 from there.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Doing a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. They got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
The offense will go for here on fourth down and 3. Looking to scramble. On the run here, lets it go. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a fourth down stop.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Getting set. Here's second down. Dropping back, it's McCoy. The pass rush closing in. And the catch is made along the sideline. It's a short gain, but enough for the first down.
But the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
He escapes the pocket. The pass ball is incomplete and tried to extend the play, but nobody open. Incompletion sets up a second down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And he hauls it in to the 15, still going. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal.
Boy, it's got to be so rewarding for an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. That's exactly what we saw right here. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open wide receiver.
Ball carrier tackled there. The Owls hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Snap to the back. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. 3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. Looking for 6. And the pass ball is incomplete. They could not hook up on the final play of the 3rd quarter. As we head to the 4th, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Dropping back, it's McCoy. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Oh, so close to executing here on a 4th down play in the 4th quarter. You're only down a possession. Now you got to rely on your defense to come up with a stop and get your offense back on the field.
The shotgun running play call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for it.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. So after 2 empty downs, it's 3rd and long from their own 1. Will the defense come after him this time? Backed up at the 1, he's going to throw it. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. The Temple offense back on the field now. The defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. The pocket breaking down. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. After the incompletion, a 2nd and 10 from the 34. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes a quick catch. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Temple. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
And now the important PAT to make it a 3-point lead. And the kick is good. A 3-point game now in the 4th quarter. It's all up to the defense. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Finds that big tight end for a short pass.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. He fires this throw. It is intercepted. Could take it all the way. Past the 20. Crosses the 10. Touchdown. Owls. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
The QB is the loneliest man in the stadium right now following that dreaded pick 6. For this guy, it's a nightmare in real time. And for the defense, unbridled jubilation.
Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter.
42, Indiana, 32.
Bringing it out. It's Morris. And he's tackled just short of the 25. comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick-6 last time out here. Bringing pressure. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, just throw the ball away, see what happens on this next down.
Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Receiver makes the grab. Oh, great juke, and he's in the clear. Bursts into space. Inside the 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
Just get the ball into the hands of your guy and let him do the rest of the heavy lifting with the yards after the catch. What a great catch and score.
BHC is good as still trailed up. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Here comes the Temple offense out there. Looking downfield, it's McCoy. And that pass ball's incomplete. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. He's running out of time here. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Physical run, earns the first down.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Chewing clock with the running game. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts.
It's a fumble. They retain possession, but that's a huge loss.
He catches a break here. Ball is on the ground. It ends up bouncing right back to him to avoid a disaster for the offense.
Here we go, late in a tight game. This might be the biggest play so far. 3rd and 2. He finds some space. He moved the ball to the 48 and earned a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. Playoff dreams coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. Running back with the football. Runs through the defender. They make the tackle, but that first down should secure their spot in the national championship game.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held it just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the offense will just take a knee. The course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.